everybody. We're back in the Zoom room, though in a new location. This is our third lockdown in Dublin. I'm sure you can sympathize. So I thought I would design a class that after Christmas and after all the festivities and also during this difficult time will bring us back to our center, bring us back to ourselves. So just kindly sit or kneel on your mat and always feel free to sit on a cushion or a block. And if you're kneeling, you can always put your seat bones on a block to be more comfortable. So just close your eyes for a moment and come back to your breath. Just arrive in the present moment. And remember that for the next about 50 minutes, there's nowhere else you need to be. So change nothing in your breathing, just observe. So in this class, we'll be thinking of the yogic principle of Samyama, which means to divert your attention from external object and bringing it back to yourself, bringing it back inwards. Return into your center, to what in yoga is called your divine essence, which makes us all part of the same, and is the place you bow to when you say namaste. I am not this hair, I am not this skin, I am the soul that lives within. I am not this air, I am not this skin, I am the soul that lives within. I am not this hair, I am not this skin, I am the soul that lives within. So with this in mind, set an intention for your class today. And we're going to do a little bit of ocean breath. So it's just about closing your ears with your index fingers. And as you breathe, you'll hear your breath sounding like the ocean, sounding like waves. It's very relaxing. So just do a few of these. And then let go of your ears and bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. Close your eyes again if you wish to. Remember to soften your jaw and relax your shoulders. And we'll do a head heart meditation. So just slightly tip your chin down and then bring your right ear a little bit towards your right shoulder, a bit as if it was heavier than the other ear. And just observe your breath. And we're symbolically shifting our attention from the world of thoughts to the world of feelings, to the world of the heart. So with every exhale, imagine that you're letting your thoughts fall from your head into the ocean of the heart, where there is only love, compassion, and understanding. Or maybe you'll be able to see these issues, these worries under a different light. So keep going, relaxing your shoulders and your jaw. And with every exhale, shifting your attention from the mind to the heart. Just breathe in normally. Staying with your breath. And if your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your breath into this little meditation. And then on your exhale, bring your head back to center and take 3 more breaths here. And then let your hands fall and open your eyes. We're going to change the cross of the legs. So if the right was in front, to the opposite and vice versa. So come back to center and bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders. Inhale here. On an exhale, turn your fingers forward and bring the hands all the way away from you. And then inhale, open your arms nice and wide. And exhale, bring them back to your heart. Inhale here. Exhale forward. Inhale, open. Exhale back. And 2 more in your own time. Using your Ujjayi breath now, the slight restriction of the throat makes a slightly audible sound when you breathe. Always breathing in and out from the nose. Making a little bit of a sound that helps us remember to come back to our breath during the class. And come back to your heart and bow to your heart. And back to center. Lovely. So relax your hands and from here come onto your knees. So you can keep your toes tucked or untucked, whichever you prefer. Sit on your heels here, keep your knees together. And then on the knee now, bring your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Bring the hands to touch, maybe look up if the neck allows. And then on the exhale, release all the way down on your heels, taking all the time you need and remembering your Ujjayi breath. And then inhale all the way up. And with hands in prayer and look with your head. And exhale down. Now we do this twice more. Listen to our breath. Moving slowly. All the way back to center. Well done. So we come to our hands and knees now. And remember to check your alignment. Your wrists should be under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. The tops of your feet are pressing into the mat and your fingers are nice and wide here. Okay, so we're going to do something called clean the barrel, which is basically imagining that you're cleaning your barrel with the top of your body. So you're moving the top of your spine in any way that feels nice to you. Feels like you're really loosening up your spine today. Still breathing. And then if you were going in one particular direction, just change directions and keep moving. You're clean the barrel position. And then come back to center. Check your alignment once again. Really suck in your belly, your abs, make them nice and strong. Inhale your right hand forward and your left leg back. So push away from your body with your heel and with your fingers. And imagine you have a hot cup of tea on your sacrum. You don't want to spill it. So you're going to keep your hips parallel to the mat. And you keep looking down so you lengthen your neck. So feel free to stay here if you want to come with me. And then exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee and the knee towards the elbow. They don't need to touch. And then inhale, lengthen. And we'll do 3 more. And then exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Away from us. Listening to the breath. Last one, taking your time. And then extend your hand, extend your heel, look down at your mat. And exhale, release. Well done. We'll do the other side. So inhale your left hand up with the palm inwards and your right foot back. With the heel push it away from you. Look down at your mat and try to keep your hips parallel to the mat. And from here, if you want to come on knee, exhale, elbow to knee 4 times. When you inhale, you lengthen, and you exhale, you curve. Moving with your own breath, you don't need to be in time with me. And last one. And from here, lengthen, 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 bring the heel back, bring the fingers forward, and then exhale, release. So just sit on your heels for a second and give your wrists some release. So interlace the fingers and turn the wrists one way and the other. Always feel free to do this if your wrists are getting sore or tired. Okay, so we come back onto all fours here. And we're gonna start moving back and forth. So bend your arms and slither forward all the way to your belly. And then push yourself all the way back into child's pose or embryo pose if your legs are closer to each other. And then keep going in your own time, moving slowly. Again, loosening the spine here, warming up for our practice. We'll do one more of these. Back to center. Come back into your all fours and touch your toes and lift your knees for your first down dog of the day. So really open your hands wide. Make sure you're pressing down into the mat with every part of the hand, including the mound of the thumb and all the finger shapes and all the knuckles. So either stay here in your down dog, or if you want to come with me, you're going to walk to the hands 3 times and back 3 times. Feel the legs, all you need to. Taking your time, every time you go back, make sure you're back into your down dog for 1 second before starting walking again. Taking all the time you need. And remember, tension is okay, but pain is not. So if you should feel pain, just come out of the pose, take a rest, and write any question to me if you want to. Be happy to answer. So back in your down dog here. And then inhale your right leg up to the ceiling. On an exhale, bend the knee, bring it towards the chest, and come slightly forward in a plank position. And then bring the leg all the way back up. On the next exhale, bend the knee again, and this time bring the right foot between the hands. So take all the time you need to do this. It might take a few steps, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to turn to show you better. Bring the hands to your waist and inhale yourself all the way up. Come to center. Open your feet nice and wide towards the long side of your mat. And bring your hands into prayer. And then bend your legs into a squat. And make sure your knees are going towards your second toe, so they're never falling in. Okay? Nice and wide, just as high or as low as you wish to. Hands on your heart. On an inhale, come all the way up. Bring the hands up. And then on an exhale, open your arms and come back into your squat. Into your Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. This is your Ujjayi breath. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Hands onto the heart. Okay. And from here, push all the way up. Open your arms nice and wide, fingertips extended for your 5-pointed star. So really feel strong in your legs, engage all your muscles. Make sure you're not gripping with your toes. Shoulders are relaxed. You're pushing the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Make sure your jaw is nice and loose, relaxed. And exhale, release the arms. And bring the feet into a parallel position. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend in the knees all you need to so that your hands can come to the floor. Okay? And if you wish, if your lower back hurts, you can always put your hands on top of blocks or books. So don't work through any pain. From here, if you want to, we're going to walk the hands forward, all the way forward, and then walk them all the way back. And then again forward, ending up in a wide-legged down dog. And all the way back. Taking your time, keeping the knees bent if you wish to. Last time. Try not to look up, let the head dangle a bit. All the way forward and all the way back. Okay, so we end up with our hands between the legs. And from here, bring the weight slightly forward and let your head just dangle. Let your shoulders relax. And just breathe. And from here, bring your hands onto your hips, bend your legs, and then using your legs and your abs, not your back, slowly bring yourself all the way up to standing. Okay, take a moment here if your blood pressure is low. And then from here, scissor your feet together in the center of the mat. So we're going to go for Riksasana, a tree pose. If you need a support to hold on to, please feel free to use it. Okay, so we're going to root the right foot here and open the left foot against the right. Bring the hands into prayer, relax your shoulders, and start looking at something that isn't moving. You're really rooting through the foot, feeling the energy come all the way up to the crown of your head. And from here, you can stay exactly as you are, or if you want to, you can bring the foot on the inside of the calf, or if you prefer, on the inside of the thigh. Just please avoid your knee joint completely. So if you find your foot is pushing against your knee, just bring it lower, okay? So don't let your foot push against the knee. So from here, you can stay exactly as you are. Maybe you're holding on to something. Maybe you want to open your arms into branches of a tree. And if you fall out, just come back up and be patient to yourself. And come back to your center here. Come back to yourself, to your own balance, your own roots. Come home to yourself. And we're going to take one more breath wherever we are. If you're wobbling, it doesn't matter. Learning balance with learning patience. And then exhale, hands onto the heart and relax the leg. Give yourself a little shake and come to the top of your mat for a sun salutation. Inhale the hands up. And exhale, bend your legs all you need to go into your forefold. If this hurts your lower back, just place the hands on books or blocks in front of you and stay halfway up. If you're down here, inhale, spine long. Exhale, hands down. Bring your right foot back onto the tippy toes. Knee down. And inhale your arms up into a crescent moon. Maybe looking up and lower the shoulders. Exhale, hands onto the mat. Bring your knees together, untuck your toes and come all the way down to your belly. And then press the tops of your feet onto the mat. Bring your elbows close to your body and inhale into cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes and lift your knees up for down dog. From here, we're going to play with our down dog a little bit. So open your feet as wide as the mat. And then bend your legs and just wag your tailbone this way and that, really loosening the lower back. And then bring your feet back into your normal down dog. And inhale your left leg up. On the exhale, bend the knee and come forward, shoulder over the wrists, and back up. On the next exhale, bend the knee, bring the foot between the hands, taking all the time you need to get there. No rush at all. Hands on your hips, come all the way up. Again, facing the long side of your mat, opening your feet nice and wide. Okay, so from here, bend your knees, always in the direction of your toes, and place your hands on your thighs with the fingertips inwards. Relax your shoulders. And then inhale, we go all the way down, opening the chest, bringing the shoulders back. And then the exhale, we'll roll up, curling our spine, bringing our chin down. And keep going, inhale down, exhale up. 3 more, spinal rolls. Opening the chest, and then making space between your shoulder blades. Using your Ujjayi breath. Last one. Lovely, so come all the way up. Bring the hands behind your head, interlacing the fingers. Cupping the head in your hands. Bring the elbows out. Again, bend your knees in the direction of your toes. On an inhale, stay here, lengthen. On an exhale, tilt to one side, lengthen in the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other side. And breathe through your discomfort here, through the effort it takes to keep your legs in a squat. Use your Ujjayi breath to withstand this pressure, this tension. Last one on each side. Try not to grip with your toes. And back to center. Then come all the way up, slowly let go of your hands. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale them to shoulder height. Turn the hands to face down and come down just halfway, okay? So look down at your mat and spread your fingers, kind of like an eagle's wings. And really pull up with your thighs here. So really engage your thighs to feel your kneecaps coming slightly up. And keep lengthening the crown of the head forward. Listen to your breath. One more. And then exhale, release the hands. Bend your legs if you need to. Just downward your head down. Relax your shoulders. Bring the weight forward. And just let go. Let go of your neck. Let go of your shoulders. And then again, bring the hands onto the hips. Bend the legs. And using the abdominal muscles, inhale yourself all the way up. Lovely. Scissor your feet together for 3 pose on the other side. So this time we're going to root the left leg and open the right foot against it. Hands into prayer, shoulders down. Maybe you're holding on to support. And really feel that energy coming up your leg all the way through the crown of your head. So you can stay here if you wish to, or else you can lift your foot to the calf or to the side, just avoiding the knee joint completely. So you can stay here, you can keep holding on to something, maybe you can go into poetry, opening your hands nice and wide. And don't worry about wobbling. Come into your center, learning to focus on how you're feeling. Two more breaths wherever you are. And then on the exhale, hands under the heart, wobble, wobble, wobble. And bring your head, your leg down. Give yourself a little shake and come to the top of the mat for sun salutation on the left side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees if you need to. Go only halfway if you'd rather do that. Inhale, halfway up, spine down. Exhale, hands onto the mat. Bring your left foot back, this time on the tippy toes. And then bring your knee down. Inhale your hands up into crescent moon. Exhale down. And then bring your knees together. Come all the way down to your mat. And tuck your toes. And inhale into a nice long cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes and lift your hips and lift your knees for down dog. Okay, so from here you can stay as you are. You can come with me. We're going to go from down dog to plank a few times. And normally if you feel like you have to move hands or feet to go into plank from down dog, it possibly means your down dog was too short or too long. So we'll have a look now. So we inhale all the way forward, shoulders over the wrists. And we exhale all the way back into down dog. 3 more of these if you can. Remember, you can always put your knees down if it's getting a little bit too much. We're going to child's pose and take a little break. Try to listen to your breath. And exhale, release all the way back into your down dog and down. And this time, we're going to walk our feet all the way to our hand. When we get there, we're just going to stay in our 4 folds, relaxing everything, bringing the weight forward, and then lift one foot and place one hand underneath with the palm facing up. And your toes are going to get to your wrist crease, more or less. Do the same on the other side. You must bend your knees here as much as you need to. So from here, relax shoulders and head. And pretend you're going to get up, and you should get a nice stretch in your upper spine. And just keep breathing your nice dry breaths. Two more breaths. And then on an exhale, release one hand first, then the other, and unroll yourself up slowly. The head comes up flat. Take your time. All the way up. Lovely. We're going to come onto the center of our mat for eagle pose or Garudasana. Okay? So really root your right foot here, bend your legs, and then cross your left leg over the right with the toes on the floor. Then bring your elbows up and bring your left elbow onto the right. Maybe you can cross once, maybe you can cross twice, so you're palm to palm. If your shoulder hurts, you can hold your shoulders this way instead. Wherever you are, try to lift your elbows a little bit and either stay here or only if you want, this is just an option, you can wrap your left toes behind your right hand. So keep bending your legs. This is a real rooting pose, and at the same time it's really good for your sciatic nerve. So keep breathing. 2 more wherever you are. And again, don't get frustrated with yourself, just be patient. If you're falling out, just come back up. And then exhale, release the arms, release the legs. Give yourself a little shake. Stay in the center of your mat and inhale your hands up. And then on an exhale, bend your knees and bring the hands back. Squeeze in between your shoulder blades. Inhale up, straighten the legs and arms. Exhale down, bend in the legs. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale down and stay here now. And then inhale your hands up. Your Utkatasana or chair. So make sure you're not sticking your bum out, you're actually tucking in your sit bones, and you can still see your toes. If you can't, move your weight slightly back. And from here, we're going to do some dynamic poses. So inhale your left arm back and look at it. And exhale it back to center. Keep your legs bent. Inhale your right arm back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Right arm. One more on each side. Try to relax your face as you do this. Use your breath to deal with the pressure, the tiredness in your legs. And back to center and finally release. Lovely. So come to stand in front of your mat. Root your right foot and bring your left foot back. Now your left toes are going to point almost forward. They're not going to be open to the side like for warrior two. They're going to be 45 degrees or left, okay, or less, sorry, so that you can point your hips more or less towards the front of your mat, okay? The front knee is bent, is on top of the ankle, is never past the ankle, and is never falling in. Goes towards the second toe. Just keeps it safe. So bring the hands up to the heart. Relax the shoulders and open the chest for a warrior one. With hands in prayer. And just breathe. So you can stay here. If you'd like to come with me, really charge your right leg and bring your left toes to touch the mat beside the right. And then inhale back. Try to stay at the same height. Twice more. And back to your warrior one. Well done. Okay, so from here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten the front leg, and exhale, forward. Keeping the back straight, so we're not going to cave in. We stay long. Bring the head forward or towards the mat for your pyramid pose. From here, try to pull your right hip a little bit back, your left hip a little bit forward. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the crown of the head. And breathe in. 2 more. On the next exhale, bend the front leg. Bring both hands down. And push back into your plank. From here, either come down in one straight line or knees, chest, and chin. Untuck the toes and inhale into cobra. Exhale down. And back into your down dog. Two more breaths here. Really pushing away from the mat, opening the fingers, fanning them out. Don't worry if your heels aren't coming down, if your legs are bent, that's okay. Just point your hips up towards the ceiling. And from here, take another walk to your hands. Bend the legs a lot. Coming into your forward fold, or if you prefer, hands on blocks. Dangle your head and grab opposite elbow with opposite hands. Just rock from side to side. Maybe straightening and bending one leg at a time. Letting the head angle down. Neck is relaxed. The weight is forward. And from here, let go of the hands and then roll yourself up one more time. And we go for eagle pose or Karudasana on the other side. So this time, really root your right foot. Bend both your legs. And cross the left leg over the right with the toes on the floor. Wait, I think we did this already. Sorry. Actually, root your left leg down. And cross your right leg over. Yeah, that's right. So toes on the mat. Bring your elbows up, shoulder height. And then bring your right hand underneath. Crossing maybe once, maybe twice, or hugging the shoulders if that hurts. Wherever you are, try to lift your elbows, really bend your legs. And if you want, it's only an option, wrapping your right toes behind your left leg. Behind your left leg. So lift the elbows and the knees. Keep breathing. This side might feel completely different. That's normal. One more breath. And then exhale, release the arms, release the feet. Well done. Give yourself a little shake. Stay in the center of the mat and inhale your hands up. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze your shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down and stay here in your chair pose, tucking in the sit bones, bringing the hands into prayer, making sure you can see your toes. From your inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. And this can be an open twist, or else if you want, you can hook the elbow outside the right knee. So with every inhale, you lengthen. In every exhale, maybe you twist a tiny bit more. Maybe you stay where you are. One more. And exhale back to center. Stay down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, you can stay in an open twist or you can hook the elbow wherever you are. Try to bring the shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. And breathe. And exhale, release back to center and come all the way up. Well done. We go for our warrior one now on the other side. So root your right foot down, bring your left foot back. And remember, those toes are not pointing out, they're forward, about 45 degrees or less. Your front knee is on top of your ankle, is not falling in, it's going towards your second toe. Okay? So look forward, bring your hand into prayer, open your chest, bring your shoulders down, and breathe. Reconnect into your Ujjayi breath here. So from here, really charge your front leg, and if you want, bring your back toes forward 3 times. Trying to stay at the same height. Taking your time. And back to your warrior one, opening your chest. Maybe lengthening your stance a little if it does become too short. And then straighten your front leg, inhale your spine down, and then exhale, go into your pyramid pose. Bring the hands onto the heart, and trying to pull your right hip back and push your left hip forward. The head lengthening forward or down towards the mat, but the chest stays open. The jaw is relaxed. 2 more breaths. On an exhale, bend your front leg, bring both hands down and push yourself back into plank or plank with knees down if you prefer. From here, go all the way down, either in one straight line or knees, chest and chin. And relax. Inhale into cobra. Exhale down. And inhale yourself back into the last down dog of the class. Fan your fingers out, pushing back, really lengthening. 2 more breaths here, reconnecting to your Ujjayi. On an exhale, bring your knees down. Come all the way down to your belly. Plant your elbows under your shoulders, your fingers out. Pull push the tops of your feet onto the mat, lifting the knees up. And open the chest for your Sphinx pose. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. And you're really lengthening at the same time. You're toning your glutes, you're toning your hamstrings. On the next exhale, put the knees down, bring it under your hips. So either stay here in polar bear, lengthening your spine, or if you'd like to come with me, tuck your toes for Dolphin. We're going to start lifting the knees. Maybe you want to stay halfway up. Maybe you'll come all the way up. If you do, come up. Really push away from the mat with your elbows to protect your shoulders. And lengthen your C-bones up. 2 more breaths if the body allows. And exhale, release the knees, release the feet and come into your warrior pose for a second. Sitting on the heels, forehead down, lengthening the arms, the spine. And then walk your hands back towards your body and sit down on your mat. Well done. So from here, we're going to do a little twist. Bring your right leg forward, in front of you, and your left leg to the side, both bent. We're going to be a little bit lopsided here, it's okay. So this foot can go onto the leg, or if your knee is okay and you want to try half lotus, very gently pick up your foot and see if you can put it on your hip. Any pain in the knee, just leave it, okay? So wherever you are, whether the foot is down or is on the hip, inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, twist to the left. So you're pushing with your left hand onto your right knee to twist. Your twist is from the middle and upper spine. And twists are really good for your pains, for anxiety, for the health of your spine, and for digestion. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release back to center. If your foot is up in half lotus, gently pick it up and put it down. So we're going to change legs. Bring the left forward, the right to the side. Okay. So from here, if you want, you can hook this foot underneath the right thigh, or else, if your knee is okay, pick it up. See if you can put it on your hip. Again, any pain, just let it go. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, twist to your left. This time your right hand is on your left knee. And you're straightening the spine, bring the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more breaths. And exhale, release to center. If your foot is up, gently bring it down. Well done. So bring your feet in front of you, hands long, and little by little, using your abs, let yourself come down all the way onto your mat. All the way down. We're going to go for a bridge pose. So I'm going to show you first because I don't want it to look right or left as you do it. So what we're going to do is bringing the feet under the knees, hands flat on the floor. I'm going to really lift the hips up. Okay, so let's do it all together. Feet under the knees, hands planted on the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to detach the hips from the mat, and then the lower spine, the middle spine, the thoracic spine. Push in with your feet. So don't let the knees play out. If your hips hurt doing this, just widen your feet. Okay? So either stay here where you are, or if you want to shimmy your shoulders underneath your body, interlace the fingers and push the little fingers onto the mat to open the chest even more. So wherever you are, engage your glutes, engage your hamstrings, make yourself really strong. keep looking up. Try not to look right and left. And be here for 3 more breaths. On the exhale, let the hands go if you were interlacing fingers. And then wherever you are, roll yourself down slowly, all the way down to the mat. And then hug your knees to your chest. Maybe grabbing opposite elbow with opposite hand. Giving yourself a nice squeeze. So from here, open your arms either into a T shape or a cactus shape. And start moving your legs from side to side. It doesn't matter if they don't touch the floor. Just go really slowly. On an inhale, you lift them. On an exhale, you drop them to one side. Being really gentle on your spine, moving slowly. Using your breath. And the next time you're on your right side, just drop the legs there all the way down. Turn to look at your left hands. Keep your left shoulder on the mat as close as you can. And if you want, gently hug the knees down with your left hand. One more breath. And exhale, lift the legs again. Let them fall onto the left side. This time, look towards the right. Keep the right shoulder down. And if you want, gently push the knees down with your left hand. Let your lower back release. There is no more effort required of you. Two more breaths. And then bring the legs back to center and go into your own version of happy baby. So open the legs wide, feet pointing up. And you can either grab the big toes with the two-piece fingers from the inside of the legs. Maybe you want to grab the heels from the inside of the leg. Or grab the backs of the thighs from the outside. Wherever you are, just roll from side to side if that feels nice. Massaging your spine. And from here, let go. Go into your Shavasana. So make yourself warm and comfortable. Maybe use a blanket. And choose your own position. Maybe you'll want to put your legs up the wall, lying down. Maybe you want to lie down on your back or on your side or even on your front. It's really up to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And if you want to dim the light, that's a good idea as well. So we're going to go through a little guided meditation here. Find a position that is comfortable to you and take your time, close your eyes, and let go of your Ujjayi breath. From now on, your breath is going to be automatic, effortless. Anytime your mind wanders, as is natural that it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath, to your heartbeat, to the sound of my voice. Come home. Come home to yourself. Inhale and tense up your body from the crown of the head to the feet. And then with a big exhale, release everything. Once more, tense up everything in your body. And with a loud exhale, let everything go. Soften your legs. Relax your pelvis. Let gravity release your spine. With every exhale, let go a little more. Let go of your neck. Soften your face. Let go of the tension in your forehead. Tune into your breath. Imagine you're inhaling from the soles of your feet all the way up to your legs, your arms, your torso. And then imagine you're exhaling your breath from the top of your head. A long, slow exhalation, cleansing you from tension and stress. Keep visualizing this movement and imagine you're lying on shallow water, right where the sea meets the sand. You are safe and supported. The sun warms up your face, sparkling in the water around you, making a golden net shape on the sand. And the water keeps moving slowly like your breath, rocking you, flowing from the soles of your feet up to your chest, and then all the way up to the crown of your head. Then bringing you back, helping you relax your neck because you know your head is supported by the water. Your whole body is supported, held, warmed, safe. Let this feeling of calm, peace, and well-being surround you, enter you. The sand under your body is a golden color, and here and there the sun shines on a fragment of mother of pearl, turning it silver. As the water moves them, grains of sand shift, making a soft music that you can hear playing underneath your body. The sea is lukewarm, the water is clear. The wavelets that are rocking you are gentle, their little crests shimmering in the sun. Feel the warmth of the sun on your chest. Above you, the vast sky is blue and luminous. You notice some clouds drifting slowly, changing shape as they move. Take some time to observe them. Each cloud is a thought, a feeling, perhaps an emotion or a memory. What shape is the one you're looking at? How does it make you feel? Let the breeze blow that cloud away from you. Start observing another cloud. What does its shape evoke in you? Let the breeze catch it and let it go. Again, study a cloud. Give it a color, a name, and then let it go. Know that you can always choose to do this. Observe your states of mind, feelings, emotions, and choose to let them go. Sometimes it will be hard to take a step back and make that choice, but it is always available to you. You are the vast, untouched sky. Be the sky. Now bring your thoughts back to the water, to its gentle touch on your skin. Return to yourself. Come home. As you lay here, far from any request on your time, feel that you deserve this. You have come here to be with yourself, to enjoy your own company. You feel well with your own self. He or she is like a dear friend, someone who always helps you when you need it, someone who is never too far away to hear your voice when you call. Welcome this friend into your heart and give her or him thanks for being there for you, for being who she or he is. There is no judgment, only compassion, understanding, and love. Lay here for a few more moments, letting the feelings of relaxation, quiet, and safety soak in. And as you gently come back to your body, to your breath, know that you can return to this beautiful, peaceful beach whenever you need to. If you want to stay in your Shavasana for longer, please do. Otherwise, if you're close in the practice, keeping your eyes closed, visualize this room, your body on the mat, relaxed. And in your own time, start wriggling your fingers and toes. Stretch if you like to. And then turn into your favorite side. And take 3 more breaths here while I read a little quote. You have to do this for you. This is for you. This isn't about anybody. Live for you. Honor you. Never lose sight of that. Your life is your story. Write well and edit often. So if you're coming up, take your time to lift yourself up to sitting or kneeling on your mat. And take a moment to thank yourself for unrolling your mat today, doing your practice, getting better and better each time. May your thoughts be filled with peace. May your words be kind. May your heart be open. Namaste. Thank you very much for doing this class. And please let me know if you have any comments, any requests. And keep safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.